Well, hello there. How you guys doing today? I'm drinking mint today. Mint tea. It's very good. Keeps my body warm in times of crisis. Does everybody know what time it is? It's story time. So, get relaxed, get ready, get caffeinated, because here we go. Today's topic is going to be effectively handling rejection. So I heard a quote years ago that said, rejection breeds obsession. So I'm going to share a story from my past that has to do with rejection. So about 2006, 2007, I was working part-time jobs, minimum wage part-time jobs, usually cashier, busboy, stuff I didn't really care about, stuff I wasn't really invested in. I was in school at the same time, and I just wanted a part-time job that was a little more engaging, a little more something, a little more emotionally fulfilling. So I remember walking by through Westmount here in Montreal, and I saw these military guys in uniform. So I stopped by looked up this building. It was a military regiment, and I remember just saying, "Visit our website. Visit our orientation Tuesday nights at 7:30 for a great part-time job." And I'm like, it sounds interesting. So I went on the website. I researched. I went to the orientation, and this would be a great, fun part-time job to have. This would be really awesome. This would be cool. So I started to apply. I filled out my application. I passed the physical test. However, when I got to the medical test, they wouldn't allow me in, wouldn't give me that green light because I had a hearing loss in my left ear since I was a kid. And it wasn't anything personal, it was just them telling me that I was a liability to the military. So I got rejected. 19, 20 years old, I didn't handle that very well. I did not have the skills and the emotional capability to be able to handle that effectively and handle that with maturity. So I whined, I complained, I went into my little shell, into my little, safe space, and then I just sulked for maybe about a year or two. And then, you know what? I'm gonna remember someone mentioning to me, like, maybe just try to get a referral from your doctor, and maybe that referral from your doctor will allow the army to let you in. And so I did. I got a referral from my ear doctor, and they let me in, stating that this ear situation has never stopped me from doing anything. And it's just 10-15% hearing loss in my ear, so they let me in December of 2008, and I left the army in February of 2014. You know, and a lot of army stories, but I'll save army stories for another video. Just and the point of that story is just I got rejected, and it wasn't personal, but I got up and I bounced back from it, and I had a great experience in the army, and it was a great character building experience, and helped me become the man I am today. Even though I'm not there in the army anymore, but that's okay. That's fine. Got me to where I am now. And it was difficult because I was invested into doing it. When you're pursuing something you don't really care about, if you get rejected, it doesn't sting that much. It doesn't bother you that much. But when it's something you really care about, something you're really emotionally invested into, it's going to it's going to sting more when you get that rejection. But you just got to bounce back from that and just sitting and sulking and then wasting time about it it's not beneficial. It won't do anything. You gotta pick yourself up and you gotta bounce back from that. You're growing up. If you grow up your whole life never be told no, or never being held accountable, never having any responsibilities, or just being given what you want and never getting rejected from anything, and you walk into the adult world, how do you think you're going to handle rejection? You can't escape that in the adult world. You're going to have to face that. And if you've never had the ability, the experience to ever handle any kind of rejection, that's going to be hard. You're going to face that like a child, because you've never experienced it as a child. You've never built any kind of social or emotional intelligence to be able to push yourself through that. So it's going to be a lot more difficult to handle. But it's really important to really don't look at rejection personally. And it's also very, and this is one tip for you guys about rejection. An important one is it's very important to learn to invest into yourself a little bit more than to invest into anything you want in life. And I mean job, I mean school, I mean your hobbies, I mean your friends, and I mean your dating life too. Is always important to build a little bit more investment into yourself and build yourself up. So when you do get that rejection, and it will come, it won't sting as much, and you'll be able to bounce back from that, because it's in here that you're invested into. It's not out there. It's not any external factors. It's an internal factor that you're invested into. So you'll have a strong emotional cushioning to bounce back into, and aren't to focus on you. And it's not the outside sources in our world that's going to make you happy. It's you. It's how you feel about you. And it's when you have a very negative point of view of ourselves, any kind of negative experience that we have out there is going to be much more difficult to handle. When we have a very strong, centered sense of self, whatever negative experience we have out there, it's just gonna bounce off of us. It's gonna bounce off. That's it. Might get to us a little bit, but more than likely, if you're highly invested in yourself, it'll just bounce right off. And if you're a strong, centered person, and you've really invested time into yourself and invested time building yourself in here, whatever positive experiences you're going to have is going to be much, much more enjoyable, and you'll have a much bigger kick out of life. The positive things will be much more enjoyable than the negative things will bounce off you more. And facing that rejection is going to be easier, and you're going to learn from that. And you're going to build on that and build more success from that. On that note, guys, thanks for watching. If you got any value out of this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Stay sane, stay safe, wash your hands, stay caffeinated, and I will see all of you in another life. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.